Hello everyone, welcome back to Pixel Viilage and I am Radha Krishnan. Well, the concept of mouse started somewhere in the middle of last century, and ever since, obviously, it has traveled a long way. Well, the mouse, as we know, has been an integral part of anyone who's using a computer for his day-to-day applications. And technology and the inventors have tried to replace it or modify it in many different ways. You had the trackballs, you had the trackpads, you had the pens, you had these alien-looking mouse kind of a thing. You know what I mean. I mean, there were a variety of options available as substitutes or provided to you as a better mouse product. So what we're going to talk about today is about a mouse which has come of age. The ASUS ProArt MD300. This was launched very recently in India. We got a piece and we've been using ProArt devices in our studio extensively. ProArt computers and ProArt monitors. Our academy uses about 20 of them. We are actually in love with those ASUS products. So naturally, they sent this new product to us and asked if we can review one. And we happily agreed, and here we go. So this is the humble mouse, like I said, which is grown up, which has come of age, and an amazing design. In fact, we had opened it, we've been trying with it for the last couple of weeks, and I'd like to talk about it because you will definitely like it. Okay, this looks like a typical mouse, but when you hold this mouse in your hand, you suddenly realize how cleverly, how nicely it's been designed. The shape is very nice and there is no pressure, in your hand. People who use a mouse, for a long time will definitely understand what I am saying. It stays very comfortably inside your hand, and all buttons and wheels and the thumb rest, everything is where it is supposed to be. Very, very naturally, it kind of sits inside your hand. This has, of course, a left click, a right click, a metallic scroll wheel, okay, which is programmable. I'll come to that later, and a middle button for someone like a CAD cam user, who uses the middle button occasionally. Lots of creative applications also use the middle button. So if you need it, well, you have it here. It also has a side scroll come click button. So this not only allows you to scroll, it allows you to click. And also for the first time, ASUS has integrated the ASUS wheel, which is integrated into a mouse for the first time. It also has an activation button and also a wheel, a forward-backward wheel. How to use this, I'll explain slightly later. But if you don't know about the ASUS wheel, do a little bit of Googling. You will find out that ASUS has been working on it for the past few years, developing it as a concept in all their Creator series computers. Now, it's a hardware-software combination. Most of the time they integrate, it's like the Microsoft wheel, correct? You will find the ASUS wheel being very cleverly integrated into their keyboards as a part of their touch panel monitors, and now to their professional grade ProArt series of mouse. These click buttons are rated for 50 million clicks. That's right, 50 million clicks each, right? All 3 buttons are rated for 50 million clicks. So that itself is a guarantee about the longevity of this mouse. The wheels are all metal. Okay, this is made of very high quality plastic, but the wheels are metal. Okay, so when you touch it, you will know this is metal, and this wheel around it is also metal. At the bottom of the mouse, you will find these 3 strips, white strips, which basically is the area where it comes in contact with the surface on it's going to sit on, and it allows you to nicely, very comfortably slide over it, offering the right amount of friction. And plus this mouse works on a laser technology, which means it will work on almost every surface, including a see-through glass. Well, on a mirror surface, it can occasionally get into a little bit of trouble, but I wonder how many people would use a mouse pad made of mirror or a tabletop made of mirror. It has 2 types of wireless connection. It's got a RF wireless connection and also a Bluetooth wireless connection. Depending on the device that you're connecting it to, you can connect it either using a dongle which resides inside this magnetic door, or switch to Bluetooth, and you can pair it with all devices. On the other side, this particular small button allows you to connect this device to 3. In fact, toggle between 3 devices. So, which means you can have 3 devices, a laptop, probably a pad and a desktop, all connected to this mouse using Bluetooth, and you can switch between all 3 at the press of the button. So press 1 and you'll connect to 1, press again, you'll connect to the next, and press again, you'll connect to the 3rd. So that is an amazing feature. So in terms of design, feature, build quality, and adaptability, this actually makes a compelling reason to buy. All these buttons and wheels are also programmable. Okay, so let me show you how. All you have to do is to download the Armory Crate, which is more like a control panel from ASUS website, and install them onto your PC. And of course, currently available only on a PC, and you can start using them. Of course, you have to download and install all necessary drivers too. Okay, the MD300 also has its own driver. Make sure that it is updated in your computer. This mouse work, Armory Crate in fact, and this mouse work with Windows 10 and Windows 11. Windows 10 only after a certain build. Please refer to the manual, but Windows 11 too. So when you go and click on the ProArt mouse MD300, which shows up in the Armory Crate, you get this window. Now you have 6 different options here. So you have the left button, you can click here and change your function here. So just go to town with the options, choose whatever that you feel like. Click on the right button, and right button function can be modified here. Similarly, this is your scroll button, which is right on top. You can click on that and change the scroll button function. Similarly, you can go to all 6 buttons which are on the top, and you can modify it. Okay, take the side option where the scroll wheels and the ASUS dial button is. You can even modify that as well. And of course, for the ASUS wheel, on left top, you have a completely different drop-down menu. By default, if you are on the desktop, this will work as just as a volume button. So, it just allows you to control the system volume. But on the other side, here, you will see that it is already programmed to work with the Adobe softwares like Photoshop, After Effects, Lightroom Classic, and Premiere Pro. Currently, it works best with Photoshop. It has maximum, functionality currently assigned as we speak. ASUS is developing. So like I told you, ASUS Wheel is something which is constantly getting upgraded, hardware, software wise. It's constantly getting upgraded and integrated with multiple softwares. Now, if you click on Photoshop and if you can add groups or add a function, you can actually add functions here. Okay, let me quickly go to Photoshop here, press the ASUS wheel button, which is right in the middle, and this wheel pops up. Currently, I have assigned brush size, brush hardness, and font size. Now, if you want to add one more function to it, go back to your control panel and add a function, and let me say a gradient tool. Okay, save and apply, go back to here, press, and you will now see the gradient tool appeared here. So you don't need to actually go into your menu, drop it down and choose the right options and click instead. You can actually assign the maximum or the most used functions here itself. Click on it, click, and now this is the brush size. So you get a brush size option, go back, brush hardness option, and let's say typeface type size option. Okay, similarly, if you go back, this is available for After Effects. In After Effects, you don't have too many functionalities, but like I said, they are adding them. Lightroom Classic, of course, got lots of functions, exactly like the Photoshop. So currently, this is perfect for a still photographer, someone who's working on lots of images and stuff. And also Premiere Pro and Premiere Pro 2, they are building a lot of functionalities, adding into it. This will never be, a redundant piece of device on your desktop. It's going to constantly grow as they update the armory, create more, ammunition, so to speak. I forgot to mention, this is a rechargeable mouse. You can charge it using a USB Type-C cable. And one full charge will see you through about 150 days. Okay? Which means you need to charge only twice in a year. Okay? And if you, let's say accidentally, you lost complete power, 1 minute of charging will see you through 8 hours. And if you're a power user, 1 minute charge will see you through for 3 hours. Now, I have not tested that, but I have no reasons not to trust ASUS. So, all in all, with its amazingly ergonomic design, great tactile feeling on the buttons and on its wheel, amazing build quality, functionalities, and remember the 50 million click rating, which means it's amazingly durable, and the power rating, of course. And of course, it can work with multiple computers at the same time. All in all, put together, this makes a compelling choice for a creator. Of course, currently it is available in India. The MRP is about 11,999, but I'm sure, in fact, I've seen much lower prices on online platforms. So check out ASUS ProArt MD300. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.